The Leader of Her Majesty's Official Opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Fitting day as the birthday of the first Sikh Guru. Sukh Salikal, Namaste. It is with great sadness that I rise today to speak on the passing of the member for Calgary Greenway, our dear friend and colleague, Mr. Manmeet Singh Bhular. Death will always carry with it an incredible sense of pain. In all of mankind's endeavors to understand the deepest mysteries of the world, nothing has remained more elusive or out of reach than comprehending the meaning of death. It touches us all, as families, as different communities of faith, as a society. We have all learned that there is simply no easy remedy, no tonic, no invention that can mend the grief and brokenness we all feel in our hearts with such a sudden loss of life. So we look to each other, we turn to our individual faiths, we pray for one another, and we remember in our own way this man. We take comfort in seeking and understanding a simple truth. That truth is that we were put on earth with a meaning and for a purpose to love one another, a purpose to serve one another and our fellow persons, and a purpose to make a positive difference in our world for others. We stand in this chamber where giants have truly stood, where the dedication of men and women who with far-reaching vision have sought to see Alberta be the very best it can be. We are known around the world as a refuge and as a place to be. Manmeet Bhular brought part of that reputation here. The dedication of men and women is known from Alberta. People with far-reaching vision. This week we have lost one of our finest, friendliest, and kindly giants. I don't mean in stature, although that is true. I mean in purpose. I mean in vision and accomplishment. A man who, with a deep sense of patriotism and commitment to his province and country, sought to bring people together. A man who, in deep commitment to his Sikh heritage and faith, always sought to be the champion of needs of the afflicted, the needy, and the vulnerable. We could take great example in him, and we should. Manmeet accomplished much in public life. Before he became an elected official at the age of 28, he served as an advisor to our former Premier, Jim Prentice. Upon his election, he promised to be an MLA who bridged people together. And in my opinion, his ability to stay true to this pledge is among his greatest accomplishments. As Service Alberta Minister, he made some important reforms. As Infrastructure Minister, he proudly championed new schools and other important projects right across the province. But I believe in the eyes of history, he will be most fondly remembered for his work and accomplishments overseeing the Department of Human Services. There is perhaps no ministry in any provincial government that requires such empathy, compassion, and humanity. And during his time in office, there is perhaps no one who better exemplified these particular traits. Lifting the veil for families and our most vulnerable children will always, without question, be one of his crowning achievements. But it is the love he felt for those without a voice that we will all remember in our hearts. He truly felt it and lived it. And in opposition, his service continued. His most recent advocacy work to help refugees and at-risk minorities in Afghanistan was just the sort of project he would champion and talk about frequently to his friends. To his family, friends, caucus, and all of his colleagues here today, our deepest condolences. To his father and mother, Bill Sukhveer Bhular, and to his wife, Namrita, my personal sympathies. No greater loss than a son. We all hope and pray for a comfort that is beyond understanding, and that will surround them all of us, during this difficult time. Manmeet truly had limitless potential in what he had to offer our province. We will always be a little less for the silencing of such a large, towering individual. But his family can be reassured. Alberta will forever hear his voice. Mr. Speaker, we are all saddened here today, but the work of this place must continue. He would want that. Manmeet Buller's work will continue. We must do that. Let us all strive every day to be like Manmeet and do all that we can to help Albertans, to help Alberta be the best it can be, especially those in need. That would be what he would want. Thank you.